Hello and welcome to this Super Bowl in Season 32 of the XCFL broadcast. I will be solo today as we just kind of had to put this together as we want to get to the next season. But real quick, as we kind of get ready, these two guys get ready. They will be starting shortly. They're just waiting to get readied up. I think Jack is signing on now. Real quickly, I will go over the predictions from the season predictions that I put out earlier in the year. So, for the two Super Bowl teams, the Redskins and Browns, we had three people predict correctly rather, about the Super Bowl matchup. It was Nick and the Niners. It was JMO and the Colts, and Jack himself predicting a Redskins-Browns Super Bowl with him being the victor. Now, for the AFC finalists, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people correctly select the Patriots as the AFC finalists. I won't go over all those names, but we also had 8 people select the Bucks, myself, as the NFC finalists. Now, for more interesting categories, for the highest scoring offense, this is going by points. The highest scoring offense is actually the Niners. The Niners this year were the highest scoring offense. Now, only a few people actually picked the Niners. It was Nick himself picked the Niners as the highest scoring offense. It was myself, actually. Oh, never mind. It was Brian who picked the Niners as the highest scoring offense. And finally, the Higgy and the Broncos. Oh, wait, never mind. It was Prince and the Dolphins selecting the Niners as the highest scoring offense. Only 3 people selected Nick to be the highest scoring offense. The lowest scoring offense was the Texans. Ace and the Texans, who took over midway through the year. We had 3 people select the Texans. Ace himself selected himself to be the lowest scoring offense. Bold move there. Then we also had the Seahawks and Cowboys both select the Texans as the lowest scoring offense. Good job there. 3 people for the Texans. The number one defense? The number one defense was actually VBD. And let's see, nobody selected VBD's defense to be number one. Nobody at all selected the Patriots. Besides, I missed this one. Sorry. The number one defense was selected by himself. VBD. Nobody else didn't select VBD to be number one defense besides himself. Most improved. This is kind of a self-award. I'm going to have to give it to Prince and the Dolphins, coming in 10-6 after coming in last year and kind of struggling a little bit. Took on a few good users late, but kind of had a struggling record. So he would probably go down as the most improved. Most disappointing team. Can't give it to Regan, even though I'd like to. But I'd have to probably say the Vikings or Packers. Packers actually ended up making the playoffs, but both teams were 7-9. I'd say either them or the Panthers at 8-8. Both good users, great roster, just an off year for both of those guys. All right, so that just about does it for our worst team. The worst team this year was the Falcons, finishing last with a 1-15 record, and only Nick was the one to predict that. So There it is. Those are our season predictions. Super Bowl is just about to get underway. I believe they are kicking off in a second. Browns and Redskins are about to go underway. Everybody get your predictions in the chat. This is a good one as always. These two have faced off numerous times. And I am joined solo today by myself. And I will be back in just a second for Super Bowl Season 32 action. Just a moment. And here we are, Super Bowl 32. The Redskins get the ball first. We missed the first play of their drive, but it was a run to the left here for about 4 yards. So here they are, Redskins, Jimmy Garoppolo looking for another Super Bowl victory in this cycle. Garoppolo steps back. He's looking for a drag route. He's got his man on the outside. He finally gets around to the edge for a first down. Washington, good start to this drive. Again, gain of about 8 there on that drag route. Thanks, everybody, for joining in. We got 7 people so far. I'd like to kick it up a little bit. Get your predictions in the chat so far. Nick is saying 34-31 Browns. Drew, I believe that's Heated Lawyer, with a 0-0 tie, saying everyone's a winner. That would be nice, but we cannot have any ties in Season 32's Super Bowl. 1st and 10, strong wing set. And they're going to hand it off up the middle. That's Carter getting the tote, but he gets stuffed there at the line of scrimmage for a gain of about 1. Second and 9 coming up. Huge matchup here. Browns and Redskins kicking off again. Everybody's excited for this next season. But get in here and get in and show your support for these teams. Both very good users with very good teams as well. 2nd and 9, shotgun for Garoppolo. He steps back. Here comes Garrett up the middle. He's got his man, and he gets across midfield to the 43-yard line. Nice completion for Garoppolo as he felt Garrett coming right behind his back and gets it in there for a 1st and 10. Both of these guys are very good. Both very balanced users. They're able to pick apart a game plan and kind of see how a person is going to run their defense and adjust according to that. So here they are, Redskins 1st and 10, trips to the left here, Carter in the backfield. Garoppolo changing some things up. He takes a snap now. He's looking. He's got his man on the out route. That is his tight end. He's going to keep going. He is finally brought down, though, at the 25-yard line for a nice little chunk play there. Redskins moving very well on their first drive here to start the day. For those of you just joining us, I will probably go over some of the, if anybody has any questions about the season predictions results, you can just ask it in the chat, and I will get to you as soon as I see it. But a lot of people had good predictions here. 3 people picked the actual Super Bowl matchup. We'll see if any of them are right. We had 2 for Redskins and 1 for the Browns. I'll let you know who that was after the game. 1st and 10, play action fake, and he's going to the end zone and is knocked away. Good coverage there. Had the right read there by Jimmy Garoppolo, trying to hit that seam route and cover 3, but it drops incomplete. A little bit too much air under that one. Well, if I had to make a prediction, I'm going to have to pick the Redskins here. I would say 24-21. Both have very good defenses. I think it's going to be a defensive game here. As the Redskins are driving, though, 2nd and 10, empty set. Garoppolo taking the snap. He's looking for his man on the slant. He's got his tight end, and he puts his shoulder down, but just gets short. Brought short of the goal line, 4-yard line, though. A nice pickup of about 15 there. Redskins are rolling now. Strong wing set for Jimmy Garoppolo and the Redskins. Carter in the backfield. They had the stretch play RPO. Carter on the outside. He will not be caught and walks into the end zone for a touchdown. A nice opening drive for this Redskins offense as they go up 7-0 pending the extra point. And as I am joined by myself, if anybody wants to join me, feel free to come in and join the Discord chat. I'm in the general. I will get you set up. I'll have you muted until we do get set up, so no worries there. I'll keep it going until you do. But anybody at all, feel free to join. No big deal. Get yourself some user points. Everybody else, though, feel free to just sit back, relax, and watch some good football action here as two of our best users face off in Super Bowl action. Now let's see how Cleveland responds here. With that vaunted pass rush and those extremely talented corners on the outside by the Redskins, I'm curious to see if they'll get some of that option game and get Baker Mayfield out in space and let him use his legs a little bit. So they go play action here. They're going, oh, and Baker Mayfield just able to get it away as Montez Sweat is in there already in his face. Almost drops him for a sack on the first play. Mayfield is able to get it away. 4 incompletion, 2nd and 10 coming up. Tosh trying to take a shot there on first down to start his day. Not successful there. Trips to the left here. They're going to hand it to Wright. Wright had a good game, and here he is now with a nice run up to middle for a gain of about 13. Wright had a phenomenal game, as we just saw in the AFC Championship. Had over 180 yards and 2 touchdowns. Curious to see if that was possibly Justin Wright's breakout game, as maybe he'll get a little bit more options here. 1st and 10 for the Browns. And Wings, actually, if you ever just want to check it out while you're watching this phenomenal broadcast by yours truly, Wings just put out a nice article, Super Bowl 32 Keys to Victory, so check that out while you're watching. Ooh, and an inaccurate throw by Baker Mayfield, trying to hit that drag route, had his man wide open, but that defensive line gets in there so quickly for the Redskins and gets to Baker and forces that incompletion in a hurried throw. So 2nd and 10 coming up, 0 for 2 so far for Baker Mayfield, not looking good. Pistol ace set here. Samuel split out wide. Baker now takes the snap. He's looking for his command on the corner. Ooh, and it's batted away. Benedict, the intended receiver, but good coverage there on that corner route. And they'll bring up a 3rd and 10. Now, having just played Jack, I know what it's like to try and get a first down against this pass rush and against these corners in these 3rd and long scenarios. It's near impossible. You got to get something on the outside. He's going to come with pressure, and he's going to come with man coverage. You're going to have to beat that quickly in order to get this first down. But here they are, 3rd and 10, tight set here. Mayfield steps back. Here comes the pressure. He gets his man. Does he get enough for the first down? He had his man Benedict for a 10-yard gain, and he is stopped just short. Oh, heartbreaker. Stopped 4th and inches. I don't think he can go for that. No, he can't. He's going to have to punt this away. After a decent first drive, they are stopped short of a first down, just short, as Benedict had a little bit of space there to get that, but is stopped. Here's the punt, and it'll go out the back of the end zone. So welcome everybody to the Super Bowl 32 broadcast. A few of us just joining us. Get your predictions in the chat. We only have 2 predictions. Well, 1.5 predictions. Thank you, Drew, for a 0-0 tie prediction in the Super Bowl. Get your predictions in the chat. Should be a good one as the Redskins are starting to drive again here. Carter with a nice run. Gain of about 6. Second and 4. Single back. Ace close set for the Redskins. Browns pressing the line. Another run to Carter. Carter with space to the left. Jukes back inside and gets just enough for a first down as when Denzel Ward and company are there for a tackle. Now, because I don't have a co-host with me, I'm going to go over Wings' article really quickly, just going over the Cleveland Browns' keys to victory. He has, for the Browns to be victorious, he has Justin Wright. He's got to establish the run game with Justin Wright, and with the last game against VBD, against that defense, he was able to establish the run. So hopefully he can able to do that here. Myles Garrett, with an MVP candidate, has 49.5 sacks. And has just been phenomenal. So Wings is trying to say that Myles Garrett's going to be a factor here, and he's got to stop the run. Nick Carter's already had a few key runs here to start this game. So accurate predictions there by Wings. 2nd and 7. Hand off to Carter on the outside. He's going to get stopped. A good run stop there, but he's able to fall forward for a gain of about 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 3. Big third down coming up here for the Browns.
I got you, man.
All right, 3rd and 3. 3 wide receivers in the game, tight end in close. Garoppolo changes some things up. He takes the snap now. He's looking. Ooh, and it's batted away. Almost intercepted there. But a good defensive stand by the Browns to force this incompletion. 4th and 3 coming up. And just as I say that, I do have somebody joining me. It's Mr. Eat My Bush himself. Jared is joining me. How you doing, Jared?
Doing well, man. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Just excited for this matchup. Real quickly, Jared, as we have Wright returning this to the 20-yard line, who do you predict is going to be the victor here?
I think Tosh puts it together, gets that offense rolling, and ends up taking the victory here.
Prediction for what do you think the score is going to be?
Ooh, probably like 21-17.
21-17, a defensive battle there. As the Browns have the ball again, 7-0 is the score. Redskins up by a touchdown. Pistol bunch set for the Browns. They send Samuel in motion to the outside, to the left. 2 wide receivers stay to the right. That's Randolph and Landry. Here's the run to Wright. Wright with some space. Right to the outside. A juke move inside. A nice tackle there. But he still
What
gets
a
a
run.
nice chunk. Very nice chunk by Wright.
That's the last thing that Jack really wants to happen in this game is letting Wright start getting loose.
Exactly.
One of the fastest players on the field at all times.
Exactly. Wright is a phenomenal playmaker, and he showcased it tremendously last game as he went over 180 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Patriots' #1 defense. And here he is again with more space and another gained in more than 10 yards. He gets to the 49-yard line. Wright is already starting to showcase what he can do.
So I think Tosh paid a little bit of attention to what was going on in the Redskins and your game, where you started getting it going outside and started getting big chunk routes. So I think that's how he's going to attack you.
In order for him to do that, he's got to be able to stop at the end of the first quarter. He's got to be able to get points on the board. That worked well for me, but I was unable to really stop the Redskins offense as much as I needed to make it an easy game. So I forced myself to throw a little bit too much. So in order to do that, he's got to be able to put points on the board early and be able to keep up with this Redskins offense as well in order to be able to use that running game. Here's Wright again, right to the outside. Another huge run there as he gets to the 41-yard line, gain of about 10.
I think we're going to start seeing some blitzes coming from Jack here pretty soon.
He said some what? Some glitches?
Some blitzes.
Some blitzes. Okay, I was going to say.
Yeah, some glitches too. I mean, he's got some glitchy players.
Yeah, he's got
There
those
it is.
factors all over the place. And there it is. There's Baker in the backfield immediately. Finally, that running game is stopped, but a 3rd and short coming up. Now, if you're the Browns here, they've been keying into the run now. I think you should probably try and get this read option game, this RPO game working a little bit more. You have Baker Mayfield with some wheels on him. He's able to have some speed and maybe able to utilize that here as they go with an option play, but it is stuffed. It is covered up and stuffed. Wright had the ball there, but he is stopped immediately as the defensive line is just in the backfield. That's Newton able to break that one up.
I don't complain about the call too much because I love running the football. But in a place like that, Jack's really good up the gut. I like something where you get to use Baker Mayfield's abilities on getting out of the pocket with the escape artist.
Definitely, and they're going to go for it here. Down 7 early. They want to try and get some momentum for their team here. Big 4th and 3 coming up in plus territory for the Browns. Baker's back to throw. He's going to the outside. He's got his man Landry for a first down and then some as he finally brought down at the 33-yard line. Huge, ballsy completion there to Landry on the outside.
That's probably my most hated person in this entire league.
What, Jarvis Landry?
Jarvis Landry.
Now, playing Tosh 2 times a year, do you think he does a good job of changing his gameplay up to his game plan up to his competitors, or is it just he just sees what's open and hits that?
It's more he sees what open, he hits that. Um, Tosh is very good at taking shots. So if you're not covering something deep, he'll find it immediately. He's always looking to go deep.
Always looking to go deep, but against this defense, it's going to be hard to do that. As he's able to get it out there to his tight end Benedict for a gain of 9. As the pass rush was in there very quickly. That's Newton again in the backfield. 2nd and 1 coming up.
This might be the longest I've seen Baker Mayfield not go without his X factor turned on.
Do you know what it takes for his X Factor to turn on? I can't see it on my screen.
Um, 3 consecutive passes of more than 5 yards, like in the air.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, with Baker's ability to see the field, that's usually pretty easy for him. And his X Factor is running guns, so it's hard to intercept him once he gets in that state. But a false start there by Bogan, who had a nice game last game, brings up a 2nd and 6. And Baker, with time, he's rolling out now. Here he is with some space. He just throws it away. Good decision there by Baker. Try to make something happen with his legs there. Gets outside, but unable to get around the corner. And Michael Newton is there again in his face and forces that incompletion.
That's that escape artist coming in hot.
Coming in very hot there, but able to get around the outside. Here's the 3rd and 3, and it's batted away. Almost intercepted. He threw it over the middle. Forced that one a little bit there to his man Randolph.
And that's the issue you have with hot routing right there. Is he hot routed into another defender coming across, running into a different route?
Unfortunate. He noticed the man coverage there and picked the slant route. The slant route would have been open, but he kind of threw it to the other guy who wasn't even covering him, and covering his other receiver in man coverage. Who kind of just got jumbled up there and threw right into him. Incomplete pass. A nice drive there, but that's a lot of the issue that I had. It's very hard to score points in plus territory against this Redskins team. They just do a really good job of just using that condensed field to their advantage and don't allow many big shots. And with that defensive line, it's tough to run the ball when you get down low because he probably did it to get down there. So the Browns have got to convert some of these as now the Redskins have the ball and they're looking to put more points on the board. Empty set for Garoppolo. Steps back to pass. He's looking to the outside. He's got his tight end. Gets a gain of about 6 there on that flat route.
And that's kind of what you got to do against this defense is get the ball out quick. Myles Garrett will single-handedly destroy a game. It's ridiculous how good that guy is.
And Myles Garrett, an MOP candidate for this year, and rightfully so, as he had over 49 and a half sacks on the year. That is just insane numbers. And you can see it in this game already. He just gets in the backfield so quickly and makes the offense really have to think about what they're doing. But here's Carter getting the running game going now as he gets to the 44-yard line. Carter with a huge hole there.
I like what Jack's doing here, keeping Tosh on his toes, bouncing back and forth to outside throw, deep throw, running up the gut. I like his mixture.
Yeah, using a lot of mixture here in his run selections. But not a lot of big plays from either side so far. A lot of chunk plays, but nothing really deep down the field. And against these two good users, you're really not going to get those as both of these guys are pretty sound with not allowing those big plays. Blitz coming. He gets a curl route to his man. Good read there. Simmons able to get down for a first down.
Very good play call against this man coverage style defense.
Both teams love man coverage, so you'd think both teams would know how to beat man coverage. That time there, Jack is able to beat it with a nice curl route. Staying empty set here. 3 wide receivers to the left, and Mills split inside in the slot. Back to pass. Ooh, and almost intercepted by Denzel Ward. Let's take a look at that one. Denzel Ward was closing very quickly on that out route. Had that read very well. Had his hands on it.
Oh, I thought that was it.
Ooh, that was close. Very close to interception. That would have been such a huge turning point for the Browns. It's very hard to make this style of offense turn over the ball. 2nd and 10. Jack looking to air it out now as they stay empty. Steps back to throw. Throws over the middle of the slant route. That's his man Carter for a first down, Washington. Another little chunk play there. Just keeps the ball moving, keeps the drive going. And there's that clock. It's ticking. So now if they were to score a touchdown here again, you're down 14-3 against that defense. You're already in a hole. And that's usually how, Jack is able to, put his put his foot down a little bit on these teams and just kind of grind it out and get those wins that way. He relies on his defense, but his offense is able to put up points just like you're seeing here.
Yeah, the defense. If he can get up 2 scores at any point in time in the game, he can almost guarantee a win. It's that impressive.
And here he goes deep down the field, and there is the touchdown to Simmons on the vertical route. Safety let him get way behind him, and with that speed all over the field for Washington, not a surprise there as they go up early, 14-3.
Tosh needs points on this drive and not to give the ball back to Jack with a lot of time left.
Can't give any turnovers. Can't afford a 3 and out. You have to at least put up 3, but even if you put up 3, there'll still probably be a lot of time left. A nice juke move by Bogan. Gets around to the outside and gets to the 30-yard line.
That's a nice little return right there. Hope your team gets started.
Very nice return. And what's also very difficult about this Redskins team is their ability to kick the ball off in the same spot and just let their defenders just go over there and eat. And they just puts you in a spot you're going to have to take a big hit or you won't get to the 25-yard line, but you can't really take it into the end zone for a touchback. Very hard to do that, but able to do that consistently is the Redskins. But here they are, the Browns. Single back set, 3 wide receivers to the right here. And a handoff to right. Has a bunch of space to the outside, to the 50, 45, and finally brought down a huge chunk play that they needed right. 7 for 75 to start the day.
Feed him the ball.
Feed right the ball. Do not try and get that shot. Just go with what's working right now. As they
Absolutely.
stay single back set, Bogan in the backfield. Fake the snap, and then here goes Bogan up the middle. Gets a decent amount of yards, 4 yards.
I'm kind of impressed with how well the run game is working against Jack right now.
Well, what you have to do, what Tosh is doing right now, he's spreading the defense out with these single back sets and trying to delay this defensive line a little bit by doing so, and opens up a little bit of holes for him. But it won't work that often when Jack starts to catch on. I think he has here as he's going to pass, going deep. Oh, and it's intercepted. Tried to throw to Sam on that post route. A huge return here, and that is not what the Browns needed. Trying to take that shot. Zellner able to get his hands in there and gets that tipped interception.
Those safeties are just so fast and so good.
He's got
Apke
and who is the other safety?
Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Minkah Fitzpatrick is a 95 overall. Both very fast, have zone hawk. Extremely hard to stop them. Here's the play action. And a nice play by Denzel Ward. Is able to close on that throw. It looked like he had that crossing route. But Denzel Ward showing his coverage abilities there.
By far the most impressive corner I've seen in a Madden game.
Definitely one of, if not the best. As the other one of the best corners I've seen is on the other side with, pick a player for the cornerbacks on the Redskins team.
True.
2nd and 10, single back dice slot here. Garoppolo's quieting the crowd. It's a Super Bowl. He's trying to quiet the crowd. 2nd and 10. He steps back to throw over the middle. He's got his man. Another first down for Washington on the in route. Garoppolo 9 for 1,343 yards and a touchdown to start the day.
That's a good read too. He got the middle linebacker moving a little bit more than what Tosh probably expected to, and threw it right behind him coming across.
Yeah, had very good patience there. Waited for that in route to get open. Knew he was passing through that zone. Nice play there. Hey, trying to go deep, and a nice play again by Ward. He's been all over the place with these deflections, and could have even intercepted that. As now Denzel Ward's X factor is limited, so maybe the Browns can get a turnover here. It's got to go through Denzel Ward and Myles Garrett if they're going to do that, though.
Denzel Ward's definitely been the best player on the Browns team so far. Him and Wright.
They're going to win this game. It's got to go through them. 2nd and 10. 3 wide receivers to the right. Angle route. That's Carter. Oh, and Myles Garrett hops on Carter's back and pushes him for a first down. And the drive just keeps on going. Right when you think you get a stop, you get a nice incompletion. The Redskins are just going to keep on going. Pistol strong slot here. 1 minute left to go, and they're going to hand it to Carter now, who gets stopped almost immediately. Good defensive play as they corral him for a loss of 1 yard there.
Great run stuff.
Browns now using their timeouts here, trying to get a stop and force a field goal, maybe give themselves a chance to get points on the board before halftime, as they will get the ball back here to start the second half. Single back ace close here. Carter's in the backfield. 2 wide receivers split out. And they're going to go with their stretch play to Carter. Carter with space to the outside. Everybody gets jumbled up, but he gets finally brought down. Out of bounds as well. That'll save a timeout, but it brings up a 3rd and 2.
Good solid run here. You're not really under a time crunch with 3 timeouts. So I like it. I like the play call.
Gun ace slot offset here. Carter in the backfield. Oh, and throws it underneath. Oh, and a nice play by the linebacker Wilson on that post play to force a incompletion and stop the clock. 2 timeouts on the board. 46 seconds left, and here is the field goal. Oh, it's almost blocked and almost actually a penalty as well, as it looked like the corner on the edge there had a step, but is unable to get back there in time. So 17-3 is the score. Browns down 14 points, 40 seconds left to go. They need a big play here. They need a long touchdown. They need Baker Mayfield to throw one of those deep routes there and get something quick on the board.
I would say that this is Tasha's specialty, though. Scoring before half or at the very end of games. He does it to me literally every time we play. He either beats me on a last-second drive or he scores right before halftime.
Well, let's see if he can do it here. 1st and 10, empty set. Big drive.
And that would be the play.
And there it is on the crosser. Oh, and a big miss and whiff of the tackle there. Try to go for the hit stick, able to get around him, and that's exactly the chunk play they needed. Now in plus territory, just using barely 8 seconds of the play clock, as Sammy was able to get that deep crossing play.
And got out of bounds. That's huge.
And got out of bounds. Stops the clock. 2 timeouts left. A lot of options open now for the Browns. They have the middle of the field open. They have plenty of options. Let's see if they can get around this defense, though. They're loading the line of scrimmage. Here comes the blitz. Oh, not sure about that one, but it looks like they're going to call him for intentional grounding. Looked like he was.
He had the post route open too. That's unfortunate.
He had the post route open. I think he's a little intimidated now because of those safeties to try and go for that.
Rush.
Yeah,
that rush doesn't help.
2nd and 23, empty set, 27 left to go. Browns trying to get some points here to end the half. Mayfield takes the snap. Here comes pressure already in his face, but here they go, and a nice completion. Gets about 20 yards or so there. Makes this a 3rd and 7.
That's exactly what he needed. Make sure you stay in field goal range. Just don't take a sack.
Have to maintain your field goal position here. You can't go into the half down 17-3. You're just going to put yourself in too much of a hole, even with you getting the ball back. 3rd and 7. Pass rush is coming. Everybody's backed off. Here it comes. Makefield's out scrambling. He's going to almost get the first down, but he stopped just short. Took a big hit there
close.
As well.
Oh, that's close.
And they're going to have to go. They're going to go for this field goal. So the Browns able to get something here as the field goal is up and good, but down 17-6. Still a little bit of time for the Redskins and all 3 of their timeouts. They might take one shot. Definitely can't let that happen if you're the Browns, but you will get the ball back. Now, if you're the Browns and you get the ball back in the second half, Jared, do you think you try and feed right a little bit more, or do you think you just try and air it out and get back in this game quickly?
You're not down by enough to just try to air it out. I think Wright is your workhorse right now. He's been carrying the game so far. Keep giving it to him for right now.
And this Redskins team is going to try for it. Actually, they're going to hand it off to Carter. Carter with a lot of space, though, and he gets all the way up to the 47-yard line. They're going to call a timeout, set up a Hail Mary opportunity at least.
It's going to make this into the half interesting.
It will. Let's see if anything happens here. Redskins are sending everybody out.
Is he gonna fumble? Nope.
Oh, and a sack. And he hangs on to the ball. That'll be the end of the half. Justin Turner there with the sack. So 17-6 to score. Browns without a touchdown as they head into halftime.
Tosh moved the ball well on that last drive right there. If he can continue to get this offense moving, his defense is really held strong. Just need to get some activity on that offensive side.
He's just got to get a touchdown or something. He's got to get, he can't get settled for another field goal. It puts him within 8 points, but it's just not enough with the way the Redskins have been able to move the ball as well. They're going to at least get down and close to field goal position, so you got to be able to put a touchdown on the board here. A lot easier said than done, obviously, with that defense the Redskins have.
Yeah, and I noticed that in your game too. You came back and kept putting it back within 8, and then he just kept marching down and just getting close enough to get a field goal and put it back up to 11.
The field goal
Need the
game,
touchdowns.
you can't keep scoring field goals and expect to win games against the top teams in the league. So here we are, 1st and 10. RPO action. They're going to give it to Wright, trying to get around the edge, but Montez Sweat is so fast and lethal as he's able to get around that edge as well and get right for a loss of 1.
Sweat is ridiculous. That's dumb.
If Garrett is the best pass rusher, Sweat is definitely a close second, if not just as good.
Yeah, it's right there. It's neck and neck. That speed it just kills.
And here it goes Wright up the middle. Looked like he had a hole there for a second, but Baker's able to close pretty quickly and get in there for a gain of about 2. 3rd and 9 coming up. This is not where you want to start this drive out. A 3rd and long is very difficult to convert against this defense.
Rocket, quick.
All right, so here we go. 3rd and 9. Trips to the left here. Redskins are showing everybody backed off, just trying to contain this team to short of the first down marker. Now Mayfield steps back. He's looking, had time, but checks it down the right. Looked like he had the in route to Samuel open, but felt the pass rush coming and checks it down. Baker Mayfield, 6 for 12, 76 yards, and an interception so far. Not a good start for Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, I think that deep dig came open, but I don't know if he would have had the ability to actually get that deep of a pass off how close that defensive rush was in his face.
Yeah, it would have been tough. It's just tough because you can if you're the Redskins, you can send 3 people and back everybody off and know your pass rush is going to get there still very quickly. It's very tough to stop that, to get around that Redskins defense. Here's the Redskins offense as a run up the middle is stopped. A good close there by Hemingway as it gets about 3.
That's a good play by the safety. Coming down, stuffing that run in the hole. Great play by the safety.
Great play. He noticed the run and was able to react very quickly. And he was assigned to a deep blue, but he's able to pinch and get that run play. 2nd and 7. Here comes the blitz, and he drops it off on the drag route. There he is again, going out to the outside. Another first down for the Redskins. This is what they do. Get these little chunk plays, get the first downs here and there, kill some clock, and Gregory is on a drag route for another first down.
And it starts frustrating you as a defense, too. As you can tell, Tosh is sending a little more pressure than what he was at first.
Yeah, what I've noticed is Tosh isn't one to blitz a lot. He will blitz, but, usually he won't blitz in that kind of scenario, but maybe getting a little frustrated now as Carter's on the outside, still gets a gain of about 5. And just another good play on first down for the Redskins.
Nothing big, nothing flashy, but that ball just continually moves downfield.
Yeah, like you said, nothing big, nothing flashy, not a lot of big plays. They had that one big play to Simmons, I believe, but other than that, just
The
5-yard play, 8-yard play, 10-yard play, and that's how they move the ball. Very Patriots-esque type of offense right now. And they hand it off to Carter. Here they are. Another 4 or 5 yard gain, but I think they stopped him short. It's going to be a 3rd and 1.
This is a big play right here. Really need a turnover, but at least hold them to 3.
Got to at least hold him to 3 here. Give yourself a chance to hopefully come away with a big play, but you got to stop him right here. And they're going to hand it off. Oh, and a nice tackle by Myles Garrett stops him short at the 40-yard line. Let's see if the Redskins are going to go for this. They're going to come out the field goal team. Might just have enough at the 40-yard line to get this field goal. And the kick
I
is
don't know. If I'm
up.
Jack in that scenario, I might go for that. Try to put the nail in the coffin early.
If
I
you
might have tried to go for
if you
that.
do go for that though, the way this Browns team is, their defense is definitely no slouch as well. Not as dominant all over the field as the Redskins, but they are able to create turnovers. So if you turn the ball over there, Browns now have momentum finally, and your defense maybe is losing some of their momentum then at that point. So I think the way your defense plays and has played all year, just trust them in this situation, the Super Bowl, to be able to stop this Browns offense, even despite all their weapons, and just kick the field goal and make this lead even more.
Go up by 2 touchdowns. This is a safe bet.
It's
There ain't nothing
definitely
wrong with it.
for sure, for sure. First and 10, trips to the left. Browns are gonna run it here. Here's Wright, gets his head down and gets no gain on the play. No gain there. Browns have got to do something quick if they're going to get back into this.
Redskins have such stud middle or linebackers too.
They do. Their linebackers are studs. Their safeties are studs. Their corners are studs. Their defensive line are studs. This whole defense is definitely a more than capable of winning a Super Bowl on them by themselves, and they've showcased it here so far with a chance to put this Browns team away for good. And here's the pressure as he goes down, but he's able to get it away barely as Sweat is in there and company. I think that was Newton is there in there as well. Mayfield was looking deep there, but just not enough time. Just not enough time for that deep route to develop, really.
I think you're going to see some pressure here too.
He's going to send the house here as he's showing it right now. Can Mayfield get it away in time for a first down? Here we go. Empty set. Now they press. Now they back off. And here comes the blitz. It's picked up nicely in an out route to Samuel. He jukes back upfield and gets the 39-yard line. Huge completion there for Mayfield. 7 for 14, 90 yards, but that time coming up clutch with a huge third down conversion.
Very composed in the pocket right there, knowing that it's coming in hot with that blitz, but stayed tall and threw a great pass.
He knew that blitz was coming. He knew he was going to take a hit, but able to stand in there and make a very nice throw to his main man, Curtis Samuel. Empty set again. Mayfield now finally with time, scrambles out, and he's going to take off and get about 5 yards. Looked like he kind of had that post route open. I think he was thinking about it, but thought he wasn't able to wind up in time and made the smart play and able to get out of bounds for a gain of 5.
Yeah, man, Sweat's closing speed is ridiculous. He might not have got that off.
He might not have, and then it could have resulted in a fumble. So good call there by Mayfield to check it down. Now he has an angle route. A nice catch there by Bogan with traffic in his face almost as soon as he caught that, but able to hold on to it. Now across midfield to the 47-yard line. So Browns putting something together now. Can they make this game closer and get a touchdown? I-form slot set here for the Browns. And they're going to run it to right, and that is stopped immediately. This time, Newton is able to get back there. And ever since the Wright had that, I think it was the third or fourth drive that the Browns had where Wright was really just getting it downfield, chunk play after chunk play until they got into field goal range. And after that, he was finally stuffed. After that, he was about 7 for 75 yards. Since then, he has 11 carries for 76 yards. He has 1 carry on 4 attempts so far.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say too. I seen that. I noticed the 7 for 75.
And a nice user deflection there. Tries to hit that hits that angle route in the slot chase, but falls incomplete. Nice play to undercut that by the Redskins. Another 3rd and 10 coming up. What do the Browns have in store? Oh, the delay of game, and they're going to throw the screen route. He's got space right to the outside. He gets the first down, jukes back in bounds, and that is a huge play for the Browns. They're going to decline that, but a nice call for the screen play there, and it works to perfection as he gets across to the 24-yard line, exactly what this Browns team need, another big third down conversion.
Great play call. Great play call.
Knew the Redskins were feeling themselves on defense. They were going to come with some type of blitz there. Able to make the right play call. Draws him offside, so he would have had another chance if it didn't work. And is able to get a nice chunk of yards there. As Wright gets the ball again, but nothing there. As he is stopped for a 1 yard gain again for 12 and 77 yards. Not so good in the second half for Justin Wright.
It's really hard to get this defense figured out because when you look at the previous play for what they called, it's nothing like what actually happened on the field. So
Exactly.
It's going to take time a little bit to get it going.
And Wright with another run, and he gets a good run here as he gets about 11. That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. So 20-6 here. Browns in the red zone territory, but they got to score a touchdown on this drive, and they got to have their defense come away with some type of stop. They're able to get back into this game. But with plenty of time left, a lot of ball left to play, Browns have more than a shot left.
Just finish out this drive. Finish out this drive.
First and 10, pistol set. Dime look for the Redskins. They're going to fake the run. Now they do. It's an option play, but it's stopped immediately. Another loss on the play. That's a loss of 2, trying to hit that option, but everything was covered. Second and
Just
12. Pistol set here. They're going to hand it to Wright. Wright with some space. Tries to juke back around, but those two safeties are so hard to get around. That's Apke and Fitzpatrick. But a nice run. Gets about 10. A 3rd and 2 coming up. Another huge third down for this Browns offense. Third and 2. It's going to be a run to Wright. Puts his shoulder down, but can't get past Baker. Gain of 1, and the Browns are going to have to go for this. They go hurry up here. 4th and 1. This could be the game. Now Baker taking his time as they hurry to the line of scrimmage. They're changing it up now. Baker still changing some stuff up, taking his time. Now he drops back to throw. He's looking. He's looking the back of the end zone. Touchdown!
Boom.
Curtis Samuel. Ice in his veins. Baker Mayfield getting it done. Touchdown, Cleveland. This will make it a one-touchdown game. Huge drive by Cleveland in the fourth quarter.
And just as we were talking about Wright going 4 carries for 1 yard, he got bust off another 4 carries for about 20 right before that touchdown.
Yeah, exactly. Right, able to, even after being stopped for no yards or a loss of 2 here and there, it's that second down run on both second down runs, those last 2 second down runs, that really put them in good spots there to open up that passing game a little bit finally. So 13-20 as their first touchdown of the day is scored in the fourth quarter. Plenty of time left. They need to stop here defensively. Empty set. Redskins looking to put this team away, trying to get their second Super Bowl, I believe, of the cycle. Ooh, it's intercepted! Interception! And he's going to return this for a touchdown. Hang on, everybody.
What a turnaround.
Oh, we watched the replay and a sane close on the ball. Good defense all around. He returns it for a touchdown. We have a tie game just like that. The start of the fourth quarter, the score was 20-6. 6 minutes in already, and it's 20-20. Browns have made a comeback, but still a lot of game left for both sides. Huge play there by the Browns.
What a play by the linebacker.
If the Browns are able to pull this out, that has got to be the play of the game and possibly the play of the century and play of the cycle for the Browns, as that was more than clutch. Here they are now, 1st and 10. A lot of game left. Other than that, they haven't been able to really stop this Redskins offense. Here comes the blitz. Ooh. Here is the defense now as they swat it away on that corner route. Brings up a 2nd and 10. Redskins looking to air it out, but so far, Browns are having an answer. That's Greedy Williams getting his hand in there against Simmons.
You think Jack attacks the run game here?
I think he's going to try and keep airing it out here, but if they're going to spread it out like this, he might try and run it a few times with Carter up in an inside zone. They don't. They're going to pass. Oh, it's almost picked off again. trying to hit that anger route to Carter as Garrett was was in the backfield trying to get to Garoppolo for his first sack of the day, but a 3rd and 10 coming up. Huge third down here as momentum is starting to swing way in favor of the Browns. Trips to the left here. Carter in the backfield. Carter now motioned out wide to the right. Garoppolo notices the man coverage to see what he does to combat it. Empty set now, still changing some things up. Now takes the snap. He's looking for the in route. He's got his tight end.
Attacking the middle linebacker with that big tight end.
That big tight end Mills able to make those key completions on 3rd down. Just another one of Jack's weapons he likes to utilize in those scenarios. But 1st and 10 now. Now he might go to the run. If he doesn't, watch this post route. He might be trying to hit that here. And he does go to the run. It's a stretch play. Ooh, and a juke move. Looked like he had a lot of space here if he just cut it upfield, but a nice tackle by Greedy Williams stops him for only a gain of 3.
Yeah, I like the play call there. Keep switching it up. Don't just get pass heavy here. That's how
you make another exactly. That's how you make another mistake, or that's how you let Tosh come back into this game even more. So 2nd and 7. Let's see what the Redskins do here. Do they just feed it to their man Carter? So they go single back trio. Browns pressing the line of scrimmage. Garoppolo sees it, changes some things up. 10 seconds on the play clock. He now snaps it. He's going to drop back. And a nice play there by Denzel Ward making another deflection in traffic. And that brings up a 3rd and 7. Another 3rd and long here. But the Redskins have had a history of being able to convert these with ease. So let's see if the Browns finally have an answer that can make them punt this ball away.
Honestly, the hero on that play was the running back taking out Tosh from on that blitz because Garoppolo almost died.
Yeah, that blitz was coming high, but nice block there by Carter. Trips to the right now. Garoppolo changed some things up. They press again. Now takes the snap. Now, and it's caught in a tight space.
What a dot.
Nice throw. Put it in a spot where only his man Simmons could get it. And that looked like it could have been an interception. It could have been just an incompletion. But no, he's able to fit it in there for a nice completion. 1st and 10 for the Redskins. 4:48 and counting left to go. And they go inside zone. Oh, they play action, fake it. They are looking deep. They got the post route. He's going to go 5. Touchdown, Redskins. And they're not done yet. They're not trying to give this game away as we watch the replay now. Nice play call there by Redskins.
Jack found the mismatch. This X-Factor receiver on a safety. The safety got torched.
Tosh came out in cover 4 there, but they all a bit on the play action and able to get behind the defense for a touchdown. So 20-27 turned into a somewhat high-scoring affair here. Defenses came to play, but so far a lot of big plays for the offense in this second half. So nice return there by Bogan to the 19-yard line, and this drive will start again after a nice momentous drive last time. Let's see if they can recreate the magic.
All right, Mayfield, this is where you make your money right here.
Here they are, spread set right in the backfield. Baker drops back. Oh, that's not caught?
That's out of bounds. He stepped out.
Oh, it's killer. Randolph, the intended receiver on the play. Mayfield with the right read, maybe just a little bit late up there as he's trying to hit that out route, was wide open. But Randolph unable to get 2 feet in bounds. Killer mistake there by Randolph. 2nd and 10. They load the line of scrimmage. Counter play right to the outside. Oh, and a nice tackle. Looked like he had some space there, but Barton was able to get around that outside and stop him for a 1-yard loss.
That's a huge play right there, too, because he was one-on-one with the corner and then daylight.
Exactly. The way Wright's been playing one-on-one with the corner, he's going to get around that corner. 3rd and 11. Empty set here. Mayfield changing some things up, takes the snap. He's looking, he throws it. Oh, it's almost intercepted. He's just trying to throw that to nowhere, and that forces a punt.
I think he wanted to throw down that seam But after he saw how fast the safeties react in other plays, it makes it real hard to try to throw that deep seam route.
The way the safeties reacted, the way the corners are just kind of stick like glue in man coverage right now. This Redskins defense, they let up that touchdown in the last one, but it was a very hard earned touchdown as they had to do it on a 4th and 1 at the goal line. So good defensive stand again by the Redskins. Now they have the ball, 3:42 left to go, looking to kind of grind this out, get a win here in the Super Bowl. They hand it to Carter. Carter with space, gets short of the first down marker, but a nice gain of 9 there.
Second and 2, you can't really ask for a better situation.
With this kind of running game that the Redskins have, you can't ask for a better situation. Just pound the rock a little bit and send yourself to a Super Bowl victory. But let's see what they do here. 2nd and 2 and a nice, was going to say a nice tackle in the backfield, but Carter able to fall forward for a first down.
Showing off the power a little bit there, getting behind those guards and carrying tackles.
So tough to stop it when he's able to fall forward like that and put his head down for at least 4, nearly on every run. But here they are, 1st and 10, pistol spread. Wind the clock down as they throw the stretch play. And that's Carter again around the outside. Another gain of about 9 there as he just is keeping on running. 2nd and 1.
Carter's heating up here at the end of the game, right when you need him most to.
And that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Losing a lot of clock right now. Just outside field goal range, but he has hit one from about this area before, but they got to stop him right here. Hand it to Carter. Carter is stopped for no gain, but Browns need a little bit more than that. Now they use a timeout. Huge 3rd and 1. This is the game here. They got to stop him for a loss, get him out of field goal range right now, or else the game is over.
One play defense, one play.
They had that pick 6 just earlier in this quarter, but can they make a huge play here to try and salvage this victory? Wells in motion to the left. Garoppolo taking his time. Changes some things up. And they hand it to Carter. Carter!
Did he get it?
I think he's short, but well within field goal range. The 4th and inches coming up. Will they go for it? I'm not sure.
4th and inches here.
The wind might be at his back a little bit too much, or in front of him a little bit too much.
In his face.
Yeah. I'm not sure what it is in this scenario. They might try and go for it here. Either way, this 4th down right here is the game. They kick the field goal. They go for it. If the Browns have any chance here, this defense has got to do something, as they will come out with the field goal unit. If there was any time now to get a block, it would be right now. So they send Denzel Ward outside. Herman back to kick it at the 38-yard line. The kick is up and just over the top crossbar. That'll extend their lead to 10, and barring some kind of miracle, that might just about do it here for the Super Bowl.
And that's the key to Jack's game. Always stay up 2 possessions. That defense will do it, so stay up 2 possessions, and you don't have to worry about anything.
Exactly. Now, one timeout, 1:34 left. Just send everybody back and let your pass rushers get there, and this might just be it for Tosh, barring some kind of miracle. Still, you got to give it to Tosh for trying to come back here. He almost was able to pull it out. He's able to tie the game late here, down what was it, 14 points in the 4th quarter?
Yeah, 6-20 at the beginning of the 4th.
And there's a angle route to right. He's able to get upfield, but they got to hurry up here. 1:15 and counting. Play clock still winding down. Mayfield changes some things up. He's looking again. He's rolling out. Now he's going to run with plenty of space. Dives down to the 41-yard line. Mayfield is not done yet. So they hurry it up. 50 and counting. Got to score quickly. Got to score on one of these next 2 plays. Slants play. They send everybody out. They got his man. That's his man. Landry is able to get it bounds. 40 left on the play on the game. Browns are not going to give up.
I mean, you always have the onside kick here too.
Yeah, you never know. A lot of things have to happen, but one thing's for sure, they got to score here. They send everybody out. Mayfield scrambling, just throws it down to his receiver. Oh, and a tackle a little bit late out of bounds. That'll bring him to the 11-yard line. So it turned into just a check down, but that penalty brings it to the 11-yard line. So 34 left to go.
Well, that's a huge penalty at the end.
Huge penalty. Gives this team a chance as they now 11 yards away from trying to make this a 3-point game. Changing some things up. Mayfield
He's
back to pass.
He ran backwards. That clock isn't going to stop.
Oh, he's got it. He's got the clock stopped out of bounds. So smart play call there just to run backwards. Get yourself out of bounds. Keep yourself alive here with 29 seconds left to go.
That's heads-up play right there.
Extremely heads-up play. And looks like the Redskins are trying to end this. They're trying to send the house right now, showing a 0 blitz. And here it comes. Oh, he's got him in over the middle, but he's got to use his timeout now. 25 left to go. 3rd and 5 coming up. No timeouts at the 7-yard line. As the Redskins look like they might come away with a victory here. Now to pass. Mayfield, nice cut block by the running back. Throws it over the middle. Oh, and a touchdown. Late touchdown. A dot by Baker Mayfield. Able to make this game closer. Still need that onside kick, though.
This is huge right here. Get this, Tosh. Let's go. Let's see some overtime action.
Everybody wants it. Let's see it. 20 seconds to go. Here's the onside kick for the Super Bowl. And it's recovered. And it's recovered. At the 40-yard line, Redskins was easily able to recover that one. And with a kneel down, that'll do it. So the final here from Super Bowl 32 in the XCFL, 30-27 Redskins winning their second one of the cycle. What a game here. Redskins made it close. Tosh had a valiant effort, but ultimately this Redskins team was just too much for them to handle.
Great game, guys. Great game.
Great game by both. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. We had a good game here. Good game. The AFC Championship was a good game. The Super Bowl was a good game. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Good job and good game to both of these two users. Congratulations to Jack for his second Super Bowl of the cycle. I'm Kylo. This is Jared. We'll see you guys later, and hopefully a draft will be coming right around the corner. See you guys.
Take care, fellas.